I joined the Tumaini Mentorship and Scholarship Program when I was in high school in Form 3, shortly after I had lost my father. And through Tumaini, I was able to get through high school. I was also lucky enough to get to campus where I did a bachelor's degree in civil, environmental and construction engineering. And through that, I've been able to work with several companies up until where I am right now with Vivo Energy Kenya. And it is beyond even the education part. I've also been impacted very significantly in my social life, from my social networks to even my spiritual community. Because when I joined the program, I also joined the church community. If I had to go back and find one word to describe the point at which Tumaini came into my life, I'd use the word dark. It was a moment of a lot of grief, but you would not imagine that. Sometimes you feel like grief is probably the worst thing that you can go through, but what comes after the grief. So the part that came after the grief was even heavier or darker, because it almost meant that I could not have had an education past that point where I lost my dad. But through Tumaini is the light that came. It's actually in the very essence of the name Tumaini. It's the hope that came, and it was not just hope. It was a carrier. I was able to get through the next phases of my life, which I really don't think I would have gone through those phases without Tumaini. It held me, and it also ensured that I had an education. And education is how I am where I am today. So that support did not just get me through that point. It secured a future for me. It made sure that I had something to live for, to look to, and it just keeps getting better. My family considers this church and the community friends. I also have a very good and strong social network from Tumaini. I also became one of the Tumaini mentors. So it's a community through which I keep developing. I remember that the point at which I came into the program and the mentors I had and continue to have till date, especially from Tumaini, I think about people who have been extremely diligent stewards of what God has entrusted the Karura community with. And what that mentorship did for me is that it didn't mean that I just had a hand to hold on to, someone to look up to, someone to go to with questions that I could not answer. I feel privileged that I had the honor of experiencing both parts of being a mentee and then eventually transitioning into being a mentor. What Karura and Tumaini did for me is that they were the avenues through which, despite the pain and the grief, I held on to my faith and I held on to hope in Christ.